What really happened on the 4th of March 1922? Come with me and let's find out. Ready, matey? Good boy, let's go. Super. Thank you. It's going to look lovely. That was the day that F.W. Murnau's vampire masterpiece, Nosferatu, had its German premiere in the Marmorsaal at Berlin's Zoological Garden. On the night it claimed its first victim. Murnau's godson, my great-great-grandfather, Wisberg Delaney, here we go, had been looking for revenge on Murnau ever since Delaney was a month old. Because although Murnau was supposed to be Delaney's fairy godfather, he hadn't given him anything at all, except, by accident, a lovely neck. Delaney had tried to get Murnau loads of times, but it never worked out. When World War I started, Delaney even followed Murnau into the army to see if he could get him there. 8 times in the army, Delaney could have got Murnau, and 8 times he pulled back at the last minute. Murnau didn't even recognise him, so there'd be no satisfaction in it. After the war though, when Delaney caught wind that Murnau wanted to make a film, he saw the way to hit him where it really hurts. Murnau wanted to make a film. Delaney would destroy that film. Murnau still didn't recognise him, so Delaney got work on set, doing all the odd jobs that nobody else wanted to do. And he tried everything. He tried talking about salt all day in a monotonous voice to put people off, but the catering firm's food had been bland, so the talk of salt only cheered people up. He tried smuggling in piranhas in the coffee urn, but when they get out, they only ate Count Orlok's wig, which made him look even more scary. And he bought a metronome and a book on DIY hypnotism, trying to hypnotise Murnau into doing something stupid. But the ticking of the metronome coincided perfectly with people walking around on screen, and it gave Murnau the great idea to build a steam-powered machine to give his film sound, to make it look like the actors were talking from the screen, which would make it even more terrifying. It might have seemed almost hopeless, but Delaney wasn't the type to ever give up. That's how he had once got his head stuck in a tiny pot of yogurt. Besides, he knew all about steam-powered thingamajigs. He'd once had to make one himself to massage his neck to keep it looking lovely. The studio had spent a fortune plastering posters for the film all around Berlin, and Delaney spent the day of the premiere peeling them all off again. That evening, he turned up to the Marmorsaal with a pile of them tucked under his arm, and he got to work. He melted the glue off the back by holding them over the steam-powered whatchamacallit, and the glue dripped into the machine. Delaney had thought the glue would clog up the machine and break it, but his plan worked even better than he had expected. The hot glue acted as a lubricant, making all the bits inside the thingy go even faster, giving everyone on screen a high squeaky voice. They sounded ridiculous. From the Marmorsaal, Delaney heard laughter. But his plan worked too well. Word got out about this hilarious German film until even Florence Stoker, Bram Stoker's widow, heard about it, and she thought it was a disgrace making fun of Dracula like that. She sued the studio into bankruptcy and ordered every copy of the film to be destroyed. And they were. Well, almost all. 1 copy remained, while Delaney had been messing around. Do you want to know what happened next? I'll tell you. Lie down and I'll tell you the rest of the story. While Delaney had been messing around with the glue and the steam-powered yoke, he hadn't been paying attention to the film, and a loose end had got wrapped around his neck, all covered in glue, and the glue hardened as it started to dry, making it impossible to remove from around his lovely neck before it choked him to death.